1K by May. What up, boys? It's Gadako Richard here, back on this track. You already know. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are having a great day. Don't take this as like I'm going to upload every single day because it's probably not going to happen. Just kidding, boy. We're locked the fuck in, man. We need to get, again, 1K by May. Okay, I just had a couple things I wanted to discuss with you guys, and I've, had this kind of concept pop into my head for the past couple of days, and people have been asking me certain questions about this and it's about how to combat overthinking. Okay, you need to understand how to escape a dark mind and be able to live life without having to overthink. And I'll just preface with a quick little story here, is that I used to overthink constantly. All right, it started with me and my weed addiction when I used to smoke a lot of marijuana. Obviously, by nature, I'm more of an intellectual, where I'm just kind of more introverted in my mind. I see things, I think about patterns, I think about shapes, I think about people, relationships, and how different intercomponents of the world work. Therefore, I'm always thinking about whatever the fuck it may be. But then when you add in complex relationships and physical appearance and other insecurities that people project onto you, you start to overthink to a higher degree. I'm sure you could probably relate to that. So I used to overthink a lot. And then smoking weed enhanced that overthinking. I got off of the marijuana and I quit that shit, but the overthinking still persisted. And social media obviously didn't help at all. So overthinking was my biggest thing. And that was my biggest thing that I needed to learn how to combat and know how to get into more of a growth mindset rather than a fixed one. And just really learn how to be more positive and not live inside of my head on a continuous basis. And I still do struggle with overthinking, right? But now I like to think that my overthinking is more productive than destructive. And I've touched on overthinking on this channel before, but I think that it's become a little bit more aggressive with the way that people are overthinking on a day-to-day basis. So that's why I make this video, because I want to help people like you, people like myself, combat this and combat a dark mind. So the first thing, and I just want to be kind of straight aggressive, man, is that I wish that somebody was able to tell me this. And if you have time to continuously overthink about everything, then you don't have enough going on in your life, and you don't have enough of a load on your back. If you were stressed out, bro, you would not be overthinking. If you were stressed out and you had a mission and you had one fucking goal, you would not be overthinking about anything. You wouldn't be overthinking about money, your weight, your addictions, or you wouldn't be overthinking about females. You would just be having one goal and you get that shit done. If I were to reflect back maybe about this time last year, I was grinding 2 jobs, 16 hours, 2 hours of sleep, just stacking up money, because why? I had one mission. I was broke as fuck and I didn't have a car. So my goal was, 2 jobs, stack up 6 bands, and go buy a whip. And that's what I did it within 4 months. And that was my one goal. I didn't have time to fucking overthink. I was just always on go. And like I touched on in my most recent video about kind of the only thing that's going to save you is your routine. That's facts. But one thing you need to understand is that like, you just truly don't have you truly just don't have a lot of responsibilities if you have time to think about other people. If you have time to think about what other people are thinking about you, or the impact that you have on this world, and all this kind of deep existential shit about your existence and how you look and all of this kind of stuff. It doesn't matter, bro. And if you have, like, I'm going to say it like 3 times over in this video, if you have enough time to stress over all that goofy shit in life, you don't have enough going on. And that's just the reality, bro. So you need to increase your responsibilities, and you need to increase your load. And that's the only way you're going to get out of a dark mind, because then you're going to start to see some results. Either that's going to be results in your mindset and your growth, or it's going to be some results in your digital wallet. Whatever one it is, it's positive. It's positive. It's something. It's forward motion. It's forward motion, right? You want to be productive, not destructive in your mindset, okay? And the next way to combat your overthinking, bro, is to write down your thoughts. Writing down my thoughts and journaling from literally 2021 to now, almost every day. Okay, no, I don't journal every day anymore, but I journaled every day for 2 years. I journaled every single day. Every single day in the morning, I said what day it was, what I'm going to accomplish that day, what I'm grateful for, and 3 things I'm going to get done. I didn't really have to go too into depth. Me writing down what I was grateful for was literally like, it was futile, bro. I'm grateful for water. I'm grateful for the people who manufactured my laptop. I'm grateful for the person who did the electrical wiring in my house so my house doesn't burn down. It wasn't anything crazy, but just applying a little bit of gratitude to just the small pieces in my life removed my overthinking. Because what am I overthinking about? Especially here with all these first world privileges, there's nothing to overthink about, okay? And on top of that, when you write down your thoughts, like honestly, bro, right now, when me working at a dealership and me kind of embarking into the sales industry is it's fire. It's amazing. It's kind of become making me a better man in all aspects, and it's also very fucking tough because some days I want to cry. Some days I'm not getting the deals that I want to get. I'm just, nothing's fucking happening, bro. No one wants to book appointments. Obviously, it can be a skill gap, whatever the hell it may be, but things are just not going my way, and you can't control everything, and that's why you don't have an 100% close rate. That's why close rates for even the top salespeople are 30%. So I'm not even a top sales guy yet. So what the fuck else can I expect, right? But sometimes I'm in the dealership, I'm not having as many deals as I want, and I'm like ready to fucking quit. I'm ready to end it all. I'm just saying, oh, fuck this job, let me go back to the warehouse. But then I write it all down on paper, or I put it in a video like this. And once you see the nonsense, once you see your nonsense overthinking on paper, then you realize, like, okay, you're actually stupid. You're stupid, bro. That's the most idiotic move that you can make. So get your thoughts on paper, because it allows you just to kind of see the nonsense, see whatever kind of nonsense it is. And if it isn't nonsense, now you can actually deconstruct it and actually make a way more logical point behind your reasoning of making such decisions. Like right now, I'm actually writing a lot, bro. Like I'll pull out my quick journal here. I literally wrote, like within like 4 or 5 hours, I wrote like 4 or 5 pages on a certain decision that I'm going to make, bro. 4 or 5 pages, the pros, the cons, what would happen if I didn't, what would happen if I did, and kind of break down every single reason why I would make such a decision or why I wouldn't. And then now I know I'm not really overthinking about it anymore because it's on paper and I know the next logical step to make. So that's kind of that's what I'm saying. You get everything down, whatever, if it's negative thoughts or positive thoughts that you're overthinking, put it down on paper. And then on top of that, that also gives you more of a responsibility. It gives you something to do. It exerts mental energy. And once you are exerting mental energy, what else do you have left? Nothing. Therefore, the mental energy that you would have used to overthink, you use to do something productive. Journal, record a video, go to the gym. You want to exert mental energy. You want to be doing things, because once you have that mental fat and that mental just gluttony in your fucking dome, then what else are you going to do except for think destructively? Like I've mentioned before, the only times where I was down in the slumps and not living the life that I wanted to live or have the energy that I want to have is when I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do as a man. And that's probably going to be the same case for you. So do what you need to do as a man or a woman. Then you're going to remove those negative thoughts and you're going to be way less disappointed with yourself. Okay. So, and then the last thing that I'll say is that, especially for man to man, no one gives a damn. And that's just how it is, bro. No one gives a damn. No one cares that I couldn't close a deal. No one cares that I couldn't book as many appointments as possible. No one cares that I didn't do this amount of reps in the gym. No one cares that I failed my PR last night. Just become better. That's what it comes down to. Become better. And you as you age, that statement that no one's going to come to save you is going to become more and more of a reality. The only person that you are going to have to confide into is you and your fucking notebook. And that's what it's going to come down to. That's what it's going to come down to at the end of the day. And yet it may sound illogical, and yes, it may sound like you are living in solitude and you're living alone and you're not having any external feedback, but most of the time that external feedback can throw you off track and then give you more things to overthink about. And is that something that you would want to take on? I know for sure I wouldn't. I'd prefer to come to pick and pull from different external realities, not necessarily realities, external opinions, take the meat and leave the bones and come to my own conclusion. If that conclusion put me off track, then I have no one else to blame except for myself. But if you're constantly taking advice from all of these other external feedbacks and then you're getting set on track, you're going to be swayed in all these different ways and you're going to be set on track and you're not going to even know why. I'd rather have myself to blame than not know who to blame. Wouldn't you want the same? So I want you to just understand that no one gives a fuck. You have to become better and just do what's required at the end of the day. Okay. Then on top of that, just reflect. You have to reflect on it every single day that didn't go well, every day that did go well, every rep in the gym that didn't. Okay. That constant reflection is, again, going to give you more to mentally exert and then less mental fat in here to start overthinking. And then the last thing I'll preface on once again is that no one's going to come to save you. So who gives a fuck about how many failures that you had throughout your day, your week, your month, or your year? No one's going to come to save you. Your routine is the only thing that will save you, bro. That's it. That's it. Even videos like this one, they won't save you. Videos like everything else, they won't save you. You can watch them. They're definitely going to help you get, like, you're definitely getting tools right now that is going to help you, but it's not the ultimate savior. That's all I'm going to say. It's just a nail in the boat that's going to keep you afloat. That's it. So love you guys. I hope this was something of value. Start tomorrow strong, G. Peace.